welcome to DDL, where we discuss everyday topics like current events and or controversial points of view. This is No, I'm Void. First things first, shout out to our sponsor, Candle Time. Head over to the link in the description to purchase a candle today. And we're here. What's going on, guys? Void DDL. My heterosexual friend is not here with us this week. He is in another country, actually. When he gets back, I'm sure he'll let you guys know how his trip went and all that. But today's main event Mondays, and yeah, let's get into it, huh? How about that? So first things first, some new evidence in the Trump assassination. I don't know. It's kind of weird, to be honest with you. Senator Hawley went down there, and apparently, like, the FBI kicked him out of there. They wouldn't even let him, like, do his own little, investigation or whatnot. So I have the article from his website right here, and I'll just read it to you. Hawley reveals new whistleblower allegations exposing, quote, loose security ahead of Trump assassination attempt. And this is as of Friday, July 19th, so just a couple days ago. Today, U.S. Senator Josh Hawley, Republican of Missouri, wrote a letter to Department of Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas demanding answers behind the U.S. Secret Service's botched security rollout at President Donald Trump's July 13 rally. The letter comes after multiple whistleblowers contacted Senator Hawley's office with disturbing new information behind the assassination attempt on the former president. Quote, whistleblowers who have direct knowledge of the event have approached my office according to the allegations. The July 13th rally was considered to be a, quote, loose security event, wrote Senator Hawley. For example, I cannot read today. For example, detection canines were not used to monitor entry and detect threats in the usual manner. Individuals without proper designations were able to gain access to backstage areas. Department personnel did not appropriately police the security buffer around the podium and were also not stationed at regular intervals around the event's security perimeter, Senator Hawley continues. Senator Hawley is a member of the Senate Homeland Security and Government Affairs Committee, which conducts oversight of Secretary Mayorkas' DHS. And then it just goes into his credentials. But if that's true, and the Secret Service, or what does it say, Secret Service? Yeah. If they didn't do their jobs right, it just something seems fishy about the whole thing. Like, how did the sniper on the roof crawl that whole way after 30 minutes of them being notified and them yelling in the crowd, like, hey, like, what's going on? And then, I don't know, there's just a bunch of evidence suggesting other things. You call it what you want. I have my own opinions. Doesn't look good, especially if it turns out to be true, like, Russiagate and all that other stuff that turned out to be true. If this has turned out to be true as well, then somebody really did try to assassinate the president, But I guess we'll have to wait and see. Then secondly, we would like to discuss today, Trump came out with his new VP pick, and it is Mr. J.D. Vance, United States Senator, 39 years old, born August 2nd, 1984. And then his spouse. This is according to Wikipedia, by the way. James David Vance is an American politician, lawyer, author, and U.S. Marine veteran. That's a fact that I actually really like. Who has been serving as the junior United States Senator from Ohio since 2023. A member of the Republican Party, he is the party's nominee for vice president in the 2024 United States presidential election. The fact that he used to be a Marine, honestly, is enough for me. I've met some really honorable Marines in my life, my father being one of them. And, sometimes they have a different way of going about things, but you know what? They get the job done. Maybe not your most typical way, but, adapt and overcome, I guess. So I'm really excited for the VP pick. I'm really excited to see if Trump wins this election, he becomes the vice president. It's going to be interesting, I think, and it's going to be for the best of our country. In my opinion, of course, this is just all my opinion. I'm sure my counterpart here, Null, would have an argumentative, maybe not argumentative, but his own opinion on the matter. So that's pretty cool that he finally announced that. Let's see. And then lastly, there's some new conflicts going on in the Middle East. And I kind of brought up a little article about it. This was just, I think it said, I can't see it now, but I think this was just posted a couple hours ago. It says Israel intercepts missiles fired from Yemen as conflict with Houthis continues. That's the title. The missile launch suggested that the Yemen-based Houthi militia, which is backed by Iran, would keep up its attacks despite Israel airstrikes on a port it controls. It says Israel's military said on Sunday that it had intercepted a missile fired from Yemen, suggesting that the Yemen-based Houthi militia would keep trying to strike Israel. Despite the bombing by Israel fighter jets of a port in Yemen on Saturday, the Houthis, which are backed by Iran, said in a post on the Telegram messaging app that they had launched the missile. So they're taking credit for the missile strike at Eilat, I'm butchering the names, Israel's southernmost city on the coast of the Red Sea. Quote, in response to the American, British, and Israel aggression against our country, the post said the strike had achieved its goals without giving details. The conflict between Israel and Houthis has escalated as the government of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is also fighting Hamas in Gaza and trading aerial attacks with Hezbollah, a militia also backed by Iran. So, and this is from the New York Times. So it sounds like even more things are popping off in the Middle East. I don't know how many freaking wars are going to pop out right now, considering this current state of our country. I mean, I've noticed, and I could be wrong about this, but it seems like all this stuff happened more towards the election, when they knew that when they knew they had an opportunity to strike. I mean, we got China getting ready to invade Taiwan. We've got Russia invading Ukraine. And then now we've had this stuff in the Middle East, but now it's just building up, man. And if World War III does happen, I mean, there's nothing we can do because we're just the little people getting stepped on. The elites are going to do what they want. And we're going to pay we're going to pay the sacrifice. Our children are going to pay that sacrifice, not them. They're going to stay in their rich, fancy fucking rooms, houses and nice luxury cars and everything like that. Like I said, they won't suffer for it, but we will. And that's a bunch of bullshit. So anyways, kind of some interesting things that are going on in the world. That's your main event Mondays. You guys have a good one. Peace.
Thank you for watching. Till next time. Peace.